I learn in this letter that Don Pedro of Aragon comes this night to Messina.
He is very near by this. He was not really just off when I left him.
How many gentlemen have you lost in this action?
But few of any sort, and none of name.
A victory is twice itself when the achiever brings home full numbers. I find here that Don Pedro hath bestowed much honor on a young Florentine called Claudio.
Much deserved on his part, and equally remembered by Don Pedro. He had borne himself beyond the promise of his age, doing in the figure of a lamb the feats of a lion.
I pray you, is Signor Montalto returned from these wars, or no?
I know none of that name, lady. There was none such in the army of any sort.
My cousin meets Senor Benedict had.
Oh, he is returned, and as pleasant as ever he was.
I pray you, how many have you killed and eaten in these wars? But how many have you killed? For indeed I promise to eat all of his killing.
He hath done good service in these wars, and a good soldier too, lady.
A good soldier to a lady, but what is he to a lord?
A lord to a lord, a man to a man, stuffed with all honorable virtues.
It is so indeed. He is no less than a stuffed man, but for the stuffing, well, we are all mortals.
Do not, sir, mistake my niece. There's a kind of merry war betwixt Signor Benedict and herself. They never meet, but there's a skirmish of wit between them.
Alas, he gets nothing by that. In our last conflict, 4 of his 5 wits went halting off, and now is the whole man governed with one. Who is his companion now? He has every month a new sworn brother.
Is it possible?
Very easily possible. He wears his faith, but as the fashion of his hat. It ever changes with the next block.
I see, lady. The gentleman's not in your books.
No. And he were, I would burn my study. But I pray you, who is his companion? Is there no young squire now that will make a voyage with him to the devil?
He is most in the company of the right noble Claudio.
Oh Lord, he will hang upon him like a disease. He is sooner caught than the pestilence, and the taker runs presently mad. God help the noble Claudio! If he has come to Benedict, it will cost him £1,000 ere he be cured.
I will hold friends with you, lady.
Do, good friend.
You will never run mad, niece.
No, not till a hot January.
Don Pedro's approached.
I'm lonesome since I crossed over and back. Such grievous lost my heart to its parting with my sally. But now I'm bound to ride with him for heaven and free guiding, and send me safely back again to the girl I left behind me, and send me safely back again to the girl I left behind me.
Good Signor Leonardo. Thank you. The fashion of the world is to avoid, and yet you encounter it.
Never came trouble to my house in the likeness of your grace.
You embrace your charge too willingly. I think this is your daughter.
Her mother hath many times told me so.
Were you in doubt, sir, that you asked her?
Signor Benedict? No, for then you were but a child.
You have it full, Benedict. Truly, the lady fathers herself. Be happy, for you are like an honorable father.
If Signor Leonardo be her father, she would not have his head on her shoulders in all Messina, as like him as she is.
I wonder that you should still be talking, Signor Benedict. Nobody marks you.
What, my dear Lady Disdain? Are you yet living?
Is it possible Disdain should die while she hath such mean food to feed it as Signor Benedict? Courtesy itself must convert to disdain if you come in her presence.
Then is courtesy a turncoat, for it is certain I am loved of all ladies. Only you accepted, and I would I could find in my heart that I am not hard-hearted, for truly I love none.
A dear happiness to women. They would have a pernicious suitor. I thank God in my cold blood that I'm of your humor for that. I had rather hear my dog bark at a crow than any man swear he loves me.
God keep your ladyship still in that mind, so some gentleman or other shall give a predestinate scratch face.
Scratching could not make it worse into such a face as yours were.
Well, you are a rare parrot, teacher.
A bird of my tongue is better than a beast of yours.
I would my horse have the speed of your tongue, and so it could continue. But keep your way. In God's name,
You always end with the jade's trick. I know you of old.
Signor Coy, Signor Benedict, my dear friend Leonardo has invited you all. I tell him we shall stay here at least a month. And he heartily prays some occasion may detain us longer.
Yes. Let me bid you welcome, my lord. Being reconciled to the brutes, your brother, I owe you all duty.
I thank you. I'm not of many words, but I thank you. Your hand, Leonardo. We will go together.
Benedict, didst thou know the daughter of Signor Leonardo?
I noted her not, but I looked on her.
Is she not a modest young lady?
Do you question me for my true judgment, or would you have me speak after my custom, as being a professed tyrant to their sex?
No, I pray thee, speak in sober judgment.
Well, in faith, methinks she's too low for a high praise, too brown for a fair praise, and too little for a great praise. Only this condemnation I can afford her, that were she other than she is, she were unhandsome. But being no other but as she is, I do not like her.
Thou thinkest I'm in sport. I pray thee, tell me truly on how thou likest her.
Would you buy her if you inquire after her?
Can the world buy such a jewel?
Yea, and a case to put it into.
Well, in my eye, she is the sweetest lady that I've ever looked on.
I can see, yet without spectacles, and I see no such matter. There's her cousin, and were she not possessed with such a fury, exceeds her as much in beauty as the 1st of May doth the last of December. But I hope you have no intent to turn husband, have you?
Oh, no, I would scarce trust myself, though I had sworn the contrary, if here would be my wife.
Is it come to this? Shall I never see a bachelor of 80 again?
What secret hath held thee here that you follow not Leonardo?
I would your grace would constrain me to tell.
I charge thee on thy allegiance.
You hear, Count Claudio, I can be as secret as a dumb man. I would have you think so. But on my allegiance, mark you this. On my allegiance, he is in love. With you, now, that is your grace's part. Mark how short his answer is. With hero, Leonardo's short daughter.
Amen, if you love her, for the lady is very well worthy.
You speak this to fetch me in, my lord.
By my troth, I speak my thought.
And in faith, my lord, I spoke mine.
And by my 2 faiths and trusts, my lord, I spoke mine.
Then I love her, I feel.
That she is worthy, I know.
That I neither feel how she should be loved, nor know how she should be worthy, is an opinion that fire cannot melt out of me.
Thou wast ever an obstinate heretic in the despite of beauty.
And could never maintain his part but in the force of his will.
That a woman conceived me, I think. That she brought me up, I likewise give her most thanks. But that I shall have a reachie, winded in my forehead, or my bugle hung in an invisible baldric, all women shall pardon me. For I shall do myself the right to mistrust none. For the fine is that I may go the finer. I shall remain a bachelor.
I shall see, ere I die, look pale with love.
With anger, with sickness, or with hunger, my lord, not with love.
Well, if thou dost ever fall from this fate, thou wilt prove a notable argument.
If I do, hang me in a bottle like a cat, and shoot at me. And he that hits me, let him be clapped on the back, and called Adam.
All as time doth try. In time, the savage bull doth bear the yoke.
The savage bull may, but if ever the sensible Benedict hear it, let them pluck off his horns and set them in my forehead. And let me be vilely painted, and in such great letters, here is good horse to hire. And let them signify under my sign, here is Benedict, the married man.
If this ever happened, thou wouldst be horn mad.
Nay, if Cupid had not spent all this quiver in Venice, thou wilt quake for this shortly.
I look for an earthquake too, then.
Well, you will temporize with the hours. In the meantime, good Signor Benedict, repair to Leonardo's, commend me to him, and tell him I will not fail him at supper, for indeed he hath made great preparation.
I almost have matter enough for such an embassage. And so I leave it.
Hath Leonardo any son, my lord?
No child but here. She's his only heir. Doth thou affect her, Claudia?
Oh, my lord. When you went onward on this ended action, I looked upon her with a soldier's eye. But now I am returned, and that war thoughts have left their places vacant in their rooms. Come thronging soft and delicate desires, all prompting me how fair young hero is.
If thou dost love fair, cherish it, and I will fit thee with the remedy. I know we shall have revelry, and I will assume thy part in some disguise, and tell fair hero I am Claudia, and in her bosom I'll enclasp my heart, and take her hearing prisoner with the force and strong encounter of my amorous state. Then after, to her father I will bring her, and the conclusion is, she shall be thine.
Yes.
In practice, let us put it presently.
What's the good here, my lord? Why are you thus unaware or sad?
I cannot hide what I know. I must be sad when I have cause, and smile at no man's jest. Eat when I have stomach, and wait for no man's leisure. Sleep when I am drowsy, and tend on no man's business. Laugh when I am merry, ha ha ha. And claw no man in his humor.
Yea, for you must not move the full shoulders, so you may drink without controlment. You have of late set out against your brother, and he has newly taken you into his grace. For it is impossible that you take true root by the fair weapons that you make yourself. It is needful that you bring the season for your own harvest.
I'd rather be a canker in a hedge than a rose in his grace, and it benefits my blood to be disdained by all than to passionate cares to rob love from it. In this, though, it cannot be said that I'm a flattering, honest man. It must not be denied that I'm a plain, dealing villain. I am trusted with a muzzle and enfranchised with cloth. I decree not to sing in my cage. If I am mouth, I will bite. If I have liberty, I will do my liking. In the meantime, let me be that I am, and seek not to alter me.
You make no use of your discontent.
I make all use of it, for I use it only. Who comes here? What news, Braccio?
I come yonder from a great supper, and I can give you intelligence of an intended marriage.
Will it serve for any motto to build mischief on? What is he for a fool that withdraws himself to unquietness?
Mary, it is your brother's right hand.
Who? The most exquisite Sir Claudio?
Even
A proper squire? And who? And who? Which way looks he?
Mary, Auntie Hero, the daughter and heir of Leonardo.
A very forward march. This may prove food to my displeasure. A young startup have all the glory of my overthrow. If I can cross him, anyway, I bless myself. Anyway, you both are sure and will assist me.
To the death, my lord.
Let us to the great supper. Their cheer is the greater that I am subdued. Shall we go prove what's to be done?
Wait upon your lordship.
Was not Count John here at supper?
I saw him not. How tardy that gentleman looks. I can never see him, but I am heartburned an hour after.
He is of a very melancholy disposition.
He were an excellent man that were made just in the midway between him and Benedict. The one too is like an image and says nothing, and the other two like my lady's eldest son, evermore tattling.
Niece, thou wilt never get thee a husband if thou be so shrewd of thy tongue.
For which I am at his blessing upon my knees every morning and evening. Lord, I cannot endure a husband with a beard upon his face. I had rather lie in the woolen.
You might light on a husband that hath no beard.
What should I do with him? Dress him in my apparel and make him my waiting gentlewoman? He that hath a beard on his face is more than a youth, and he that hath no beard is less than a man. And he that is more than a youth is not for me, and he that is less than a man, I am not for him.
Well, niece, I hope to see you one day fitted with a husband.
Not till God make man of some other metals in earth. Would it not grieve a woman to be overmastered with a piece of valiant dust? No, uncle, I'll not. Adam's sons are my brethren, and truly I hold it a sin to match my kindred.
The revelers are entering. Make good room.
Lady, will you walk about, little friend?
So you walk softly, you look sweetly, and you say nothing. I'm yours for the walk, especially when I walk away. I may say so when I please.
And when please you to say so.
When I like your favor, for God's defending you should be like the case.
My advisor is 5 legions rude. Then the house is Joe.
Why? Then your advisor should be thatched.
Speak low, if you speak low.
Well, I would you did like me, so would not I for your own sake cry how many apologies. Which is one, I say my prayers aloud. I love you the better. The hearers may cry, amen. Going back to the good answer. Amen. And God, keep him out of my sight till the dance is done. Answer, clerk. No more words. The clerk is answered.
Will you not tell me who told you so?
No, you shall pardon me.
Nor will you not tell me who you are?
Not now.
That I was disdainful, and I had my good wit out of the 100 merry tales. Well, this was Signor Benedict that said so.
What's he?
I am sure you know him well enough.
Not I. Believe me.
Did he never make you laugh?
I pray you, what is he?
Why, he is the prince's jester, a very dull fool. Only his gift is in devising impossible slanders. None but libertines delight in him, and his commendation is not in his wit, but in his villainy. For he both pleases men and angers them, and then they laugh at him and beat him.
When I know the man, I will tell him what you have said.
Do. We must follow the leaders.
In every good thing.
Nay, if they lead to any ill, I will leave them at the next turn.
Sure, my brother is amorous on Hero and hath withdrawn her father to break with him about it. The lady's father, and but one visor remains.
And that is Claudio. I know him by his bearing.
Are not you Signor Benedict?
You know me well, I am he.
Signor, you are very near my brother in his love. He is enamored on Hero. I pray you dissuade him from her. She is no equal for his birth.
How do you know he loves her?
I heard him swear his affection.
So did I too. He swore he would marry her tonight.
Come, let us to the banquet.
Thus answer I, in the name of Benedict. But hear these ill news with the ears of Claudio. 'Tis certain so the prince woos for himself. Friendship is constant in all other things, and save in the office the affairs of love. Therefore all hearts in love speak their own tongues. Let every eye negotiate for itself, and trust no agent, for beauty is a witch, against whose charms faith melteth into blood. Fare well, therefore, hero.
Count Claudio.
Yea, the same.
Come, will you go with me?
Whither?
Even to the next willow tree. About your own business, county. What fashion will you wear the garland of? About your neck, like a usurer's chain, or under your arm, like a lieutenant's scarf? You must wear it one way or the other, for the prince hath got your hero.
I wish him joy of her.
But do you think the prince would have served you thus?
I pray you leave me.
Aha! Now you strike like the blind man. 'Twas the boy that stole your meat, and you beat the post.
If this will not be, then I will leave you.
Alas. Poor hurt fowl. Now will he creep into sedges. But that my lady Beatrice should know me and not know me, the prince's fool. I am not so reputed. It is the base, though bitter disposition of Beatrice that puts the world into her person and so gives me out. Well, I'll be revenged as I may.
Now, Signor, where's the count? Did you see him?
Troth, my lord, I found him here as melancholy as a lodge in war. And I told him, and I think I told him true, that the prince, you, have got the goodwill of the young lady. And I offered him my company to a willow tree, either to make him a garland as being forsaken, or to buy him a rock as being worthy to be whipped.
To be whipped. What's his fault?
The flat transgression of a schoolboy, who being overjoyed with finding a bird's nest, shows it his companion, and he steals it.
Wilt thou make a trust the transgression? The transgression is in the stealing.
Yet it had not been amiss, for the garland had been made, and the rod also. For the garland he might have worn himself, and the rod he might have bestowed on you, who, as I take it, have stolen his bird's nest.
I will but teach them to sing, and then restore them to the owner.
If their singing answer your saying, by my faith, you say honest.
The Lady Beatrice hath a quarrel. The gentleman that danced with you, Pharaoh, told her that she's much wronged by you.
Oh. She misused me past the endurance of a block. She told me, not thinking that I had been myself, that I was the prince's jester. That I was duller than a great thought, peddling jest upon jest, with such impossible conveyance upon me, that I stood like a man at a mark, with a whole army shooting at me. No, I would not marry her, though she had been endowed with everything Adam had given her before she transgressed.
Look, here she comes.
Have your grace any service to the world's end. I will go now to the end of you can devise to send me on. I will fetch you now a toothpicker from the furthest inch of Asia. I will bring you the life of Prester John's foot. Have you any embassage to the pig, rather than hold 3 words conference with this harpy? You have no embassage for me, do you?
None which desire nor good company.
Oh God, sir. Here is a dish I love not. I cannot endure my lady tongue.
Come, come. You have lost the heart of Signor Benedict.
Indeed, my lord. He lent it me a while, and I gave him use for it. A double heart for a single one. Married once before, he won it of me with false dice. Therefore, your grace may well say I have lost it.
You have put him down, lady. You have put him down.
So I would not let you do me, my lord, lest I should prove the mother of fools. I have brought Count Claudio, whom you sent me to see.
How now? Wherefore are you sad?
Not sad, my lord.
How then? Sick?
Neither, my lord.
The Count is neither sad, nor sick, nor married, nor well. But civil, Count, civil as an orange, and something of that jealous complexion.
In faith, if he be so, his conceit is false. Here, Claudio, I have wooed in thy name, and fair hero is born. I wrote with her father, and his good will obtain. Name the day of marriage, and God give thee joy.
Count, take of me my daughter. His grace hath made the match, and all grace say amen to rejoice.
Speak, Count, 'tis your cue.
Silence is the perfectest herald of joy. I were but little happy if I could say how much. Lady, as you are mine, I am yours. I give myself to you and dote upon the exchange.
Speak, cousin, or if you cannot, stop his mouth with a kiss, and let not him speak either.
In faith, lady, you have a merry heart.
Indeed, my lord, I think it poor fool. It keeps on the windy side of care. My cousin whispers in his ear that he is in her heart. Good Lord for alliance! Thus goes everyone to the world but I, and I am sunburned. I may sit in a corner and cry, "Hi ho for a husband!"
Lady Beatrice, I will get you.
I would rather have one of your fathers getting me. Hath your grace never a brother like you? Your father got excellent husbands, if a maid could come by them.
Lady Beatrice, will you have me?
For I was born to speak all mirth and no matter.
Your silence most offends me. And to be merry, best becomes you. For, out of question, you were born in a merry hour.
No, sure, my lord. My mother cried, but then a star was danced, and under that was I born. Cousins! God give you joy.
Niece, will you look to those things I told you of?
I cry you mercy, uncle. By your grace's pardon.
By my troth, a pleasant-spirited lady.
Indeed, there is little of the melancholy spirit in her, my lord. She is never sad, but when she sleeps, and not ever sad then. I have heard my daughter say she hath often dreamt of unhappiness and waked herself with laughing.
She cannot endure to hear tell of a husband.
Oh, by no means. She mocks all her wooers out of suit.
She were an excellent wife for Benedict.
Oh, Lord, my lord, if they were but a week married, they would talk themselves mad.
I will, in the interim, undertake one of Hercules' labors, which is to bring Signor Benedict and the Lady Beatrice into a mountain of affection, the one with the other. I would fain have it to match, and I doubt not but to fashion it, if you three will minister such assistance as I shall give the direction.
My lord, I am for you.
And I, my lord.
You too, fair hero.
I will do any modest office, my lord, to help my cousin to a good husband.
I will teach you how to humor your cousin, so that she shall fall in love with Benedict. And I, with your two helps, will so practice on Benedict that in spite of his quick wit and his queasy style, he shall fall in love with Beatrice. If we can do this, Cupid is no longer an object, and his glory shall be ours. For we are the only love gods. Go in with me, and I will tell you my drift.
So, the Count Claudio shall marry the daughter of Leonardo.
Yea, my lord, but I can't cross it.
Any more, any cross, any impediment will be medicinal to me. I am sick in displeasure. How canst thou cross this marriage?
Not honest. Not honestly, my lord, but so covertly that no dishonesty shall appear in me.
Show me briefly how.
I think I told your lordship how much I am in the favor of Margaret, the Lady Hero's gentlewoman.
I remember.
I can, at any unseasonable instant of the night, appoint her to look out at her lady's chamber window.
What light is in that to be the death of this marriage?
The poison of that lies in you to temper. Go you to the prince your brother. Spare not to tell him that he hath wronged his honor in marrying the renowned Claudio to a contaminated stale, and such a one as Hero.
What proof shall I make of that?
Proof enough to misuse the prince, to vex Claudio, to undo Hero, and to kill Leonardo. Look you for any other issue?
Only to despite them, I will endeavor anything.
They will scarcely believe this without trying. Offer them instances which shall bear no less likelihood than to see me at her chamber window, hear me call Margaret Hero, and bring them to see this the very night before the intended wedding. And there shall appear such seeming truth of Hero's disloyalty, that jealousy shall be called assurance, and all the preparation overthrown.
Throw this to what adverse issue it can, I will put it in practice. Be cunning in working this, and thy fee is 1,000 ducats.
In my chamber window lies a book. Bring it hither to me in the orchard.
But I'm already here, sir.
I know that, but I would have thee hence and here again. I do much wonder that one man, seeing how much another is a fool, after he has devoted his behavior to such shallow follies as falling in love, will become the argument of his own scorn. And such a man is Claudio. May I be so converted? I think not. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another virtuous, yet I am well. Another wise, yet I am still well. But till all graces be in one woman not come in my grace. Ha! The Princeton Monsieur Love. I will have meeting in the arbor.
See you where Benedict hath hid himself?
Oh, very well, my lord.
Come hither, Lena. What was it you told me today that your niece, Beatrice, was in love with Signor Benedict?
Stop, the foul six. I did never think that the lady would have loved any man.
No, nor I neither. But most wonderful she should so dote on Signor Benedict, who in all outward behavior she seemed ever to abhor.
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Oh God, counterfeit. Never was there counterfeit of passion so near to the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why? What effects of passion shows she?
Bait to hook well, this fish will bite.
What effects, my lord? You heard my daughter tell me.
She did indeed.
How I bring?
What?
You amaze me. I would have thought the spirit had been invincible against all souls of affection.
So would I, my lord, especially against those of Benedict.
I should think this is a call, but that the white-bearded fellow speaks it.
Yeah, take it, this infection. Hold it up.
She made her affection known to Benedict.
No, and she swears she never will. That's her torment.
Tis true indeed. So your daughter says, shall I, says she, that have so often countered him with scorn, write to him that I love him?
Well, this says she now, and she's beginning to write him. For she'll be up 20 times a night. And there will she sit in her smock, till she hath written a sheet of paper. My daughter tells us all. She will then tear the paper into 1,000 halves, rail at herself that she should be so immodest as to write to one she knew would flout her.
Then down upon her knees she falls, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, begs, curses. Oh, sweet Benedict!
Ecstasy hath so much overborne itself that my daughter is sometimes afeared she will do a desperate outrage to herself.
It were good Benedict knew of it.
To what end? He would make but a sport of this and torment the poor lady even worse.
And he should. It were alms to hang him. She's an excellent sweet lady, and out of all suspicion she is virtuous.
And she is exceedingly wise.
In everything but in loving Benedict. I'm afraid. And here, people say, were it good, think you?
Hero thinks surely she will die. For she says she will die if you love her not. And she will die if she will love not. And she will die if he woo her rather than bait one breath of her accustomed crossness.
And she should. If she should make tender of her love, 'tis very possible he'll scorn it. But man, as you all know, hath a contemptible spirit.
Never tell him, my lord. Let her wear this out with good counsel.
Nay, that's impossible. She may wear her heart out first.
Well, let it cool. I love Benedict well, and I could wish he would modestly examine himself to see how unworthy he is of so good a lady.
My lord, will you walk? Dinner is ready.
If he do not dover upon us, I will never trust my expectations.
Let there be the same net spread for her, that which your daughter and her gentlewoman must carry. Let us send her to call him into dinner.
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly bored. They have the truth of this from Hero. Love me. Why? They say, I will bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her. They say, too, she would rather die than give any sign of affection. I did never think to marry. I must not seem proud. Happy are those that hear their detractions and can put them to mending. They say the lady is fair. 'Tis the truth, I can bear them witness, and virtuous. 'Tis so, I cannot reprove it, and wise. But for loving me, by my faith, it is no great addition to her wit, nor no great argument of her folly, for I will be horribly in love with her. Now, I may chance have some odd quirks and remnants broken on me because I have railed so long against marriage. But doth not the appetite alter? Shall quips and sentences and these paper bullets of the brain awe a man out of his humor? No, the world must be people. Oh, and when I said I would die a bachelor, I did not think I should live till I were married. Here comes Beatrice. By this day, she is a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Fair Beatrice, I thank you for your pains.
I take no more pains for those things than you take pains to thank me. If it had been painful, I would not have come. I take pleasure in this, just so much as you may take upon a knife's point and choke a dog withal. You have no stomach, Signor. Very well.
Ha! Against my will, I am sent to bid you come into dinner. There's a double meaning in that. I took no more pains for those things than you take pains to thank me. That's as much as to say, any pains that I take for you is as much as thanks. I will go get her picture.
Good Margaret, run thee to thy parlor. There shall find my cousin Beatrice. Whisper her ear, tell her I first walk in the orchard, and our whole discourse is all over. Say that,
thou overheardst us, and bid her steal the pleach bower. This is thy office. Fare thee well in it, and leave us alone.
I'll make her come. I warrant you, presently.
Now, Ursula, when Beatrice doth come, as we do trace this alley up and down, my talk to thee must be how Benedict is sick in love with Beatrice. Of this matter is little Cupid's crafty arrow made that only proves by hearsay. Now begin to report Beatrice like a laugh when it runs close by the ground to hear our conference.
Fear you not my part of the dialogue.
Then we go near her, that her ear lose nothing of the false, sweet faith that we lay for it. Truly, Ursula, she is too disdainful. I know her spirits are coy and wild as hackers of the rock.
But are you sure that Benedict loves Beatrice so entirely?
So says the prince, and my shock lord.
And did they bid you tell her of it, madam?
They didn't treat me to acquaint her with it, but I persuaded him. If they loved Benedict, to wish him wrestle with affection, and never let Beatrice know of it. For nature never framed a prouder stuff than that of Beatrice.
And therefore certainly it were not good. She knew his love, thus will make a sport at it.
Why? You speak true, then. I never yet saw a man. How wise, how noble, young, how rarely featured, than a man of Benedict. She would spell him backward, so turns the every man the wrong side out.
Sure, such harping is not commendable. Oh!
But you tell her so. I just she wouldn't walk me to air. She would press me to death with wit. Therefore, let Benedict, like covered fire, consume away inside, waste inwardly. It were a better death than die with loss.
Yet tell her of it. Hear what she will say.
No. Rather, I will go tell Benedict and wish him to wrestle against his passion.
Oh, do not, dear cousin, such a wrong. She cannot be so much without having so swift and excellent wit as she is prized to have, as to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedict.
He is the only man of Italy, always accepted, my dear Claudia.
When you married, madam?
Why, every day, tomorrow. Come, go in. I'll show thee some attires, and have thy counsel, which is the best to furnish me tomorrow.
She's limed, I warrant you. We have caught her, madam.
If it proves so, then loving goes by halves. Some Cupid kills with arrows, some with traps.
Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Contempt, farewell. Maiden pride, adieu. No glory lives behind the back of such. And Benedict, love on! I will requite thee, taming my wild heart to thy loving hand. If thou dost love, my kindness shall incite thee to bind our loves up in a holy band. Others say thou dost deserve, and I believe it better than reportingly.
go toward Aragon.
I will bring you thither, my lord, if you'll vouchsafe me.
I will only hold Benedict for his company. For from the crown of his head to the sole of his foot he is all mirth.
Gallants, I am not as I have been.
So say I. Methinks you are sadder.
I hope he be in love.
I have the toothache.
What? Sigh for the toothache?
Well, everyone can master grief, but he that hasn't.
Yet say I, he is in love. If he be not in love with some woman, there is no believing in old signs. He brushes his hat o' mornings. What should that bode?
Hath any man seen him at the barber?
Nay, but the barber's man hath been seen with him.
Indeed, he looks younger than he did. By the loss it would be.
Nay, he rubs himself with civet. Can you smell him out by that?
That's as much as say the sweet youth is in love.
Indeed, that tells a heavy tale for him. Conclude. He is in love.
Nay, but I know who loves him.
That would I know too. I warrant one that knows him not.
Yet is this no charm for the toothache? Old Signor, walk aside with me. I have studied 8 or 9 wise words to speak with you, which these hobby horses must not hear.
For my life, to break with him about Beatrice.
'Tis true indeed. Hugh and Margaret have played their parts of Beatrice, so the two bears will not bite one another when they meet.
My lord and brother, God save you.
Good evening, brother.
If your leisure serve, I will speak with you.
In private?
If it please you, yet Count Claudio may hear, for what I'll speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
Means your lordship to be married tomorrow?
You know he does.
I know not that, when he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you, discover it.
Why? What's the matter?
I came hither to tell you, the lady is disloyal.
Who? Hero?
Even she, Leonardo's hero, your hero, every man's hero.
Disloyal.
The word is too good to pay out her wickedness. Go but with me tonight, you shall see her chamber window enter, even the night before her wedding day. If you love her, then tomorrow marry her. But it benefits your honor to change her mind.
If I see. May this be so?
I will not. Think it.
If you dare not trust that you see, confess not that you know. If you will follow me, I will show you enough. And once you have seen more and heard more, proceed accordingly.
If I see anything tonight why I should not be married, tomorrow where I should wed in the congregation, there I will shame her.
As I wooed for thee to obtain her, I will now join with thee to disgrace her.
I will dispatch her no further till you are my witnesses. Bear coldly but till midnight, and let the issue show itself.
Oh, day, outwardly turned.
Oh mischief, strangely thwarting.
Oh, play right well prevented, so will you say when you have seen the sequel.
Wrong play.
Yea, or else that you suffer salvation, body and soul.
Nay, there are punishment too good for them, if you should have any allegiance to them, being chosen for the prince's watch.
Well, give them their charge, they were not there.
First, who think you the most zealous man for the constable of the watch?
George Sequel, for he can write and read.
Neighbor Sequel, you are thought here to be the most senseless and fit man for the constable of the watch. Therefore, bear you the lantern. Bear you the lantern? This is your charge. You shall comprehend all Bergam men, to bid any man stand in the prince's name.
Oh, how if he will not stand?
Why then, let them go, and thank God you're rid of a knave.
And he will not stand when he is none of the prince's subjects.
True, and you are to battle with none but the prince's subjects. For the watch to babble and to talk is most tolerable and not to be endured.
We will rather sleep than talk. We know what belongs to a watch.
For you speak like a most thankful and relevant youth. Well, have a care that your bills not be stolen. Well, call that alehouses and bid those that are drunk to get them to bed.
How if they will not?
Why then, let them alone till they're sober.
Well,
If you meet a thief, you may suspect them by virtue of your office to be no true men. The less you meddle or make with them, why, the more is for your honesty.
oh.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Truly, by your office you may, but I think they that touch pitch will be defiled. The most peaceful way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself and steal out of your company.
You have always been called the most merciful man partner.
Well, masters, good night, and if there be any matter of weight chances, call me up. Come, neighbor.
Well, masters, we hear our charge. Let us go sit here upon the church bench till 2, then all to bed.
One more mile, Miss Neighbors! I carry you watch upon Senior Leonardo's door for the... For the wedding being there tomorrow! There is a great call tonight. Adieu. Be vigilant. I beseech you.
What? Conrad! Peace, stir not. Conrad, I say!
Here, ma'am. I'm at thy elbow.
And thy elbow in.
I thought there would a scab follow.
I'll owe thee an answer for that. And now, forward with thy tale.
Stand thee close then. And I will, like a true drunkard, utter all to thee. Some children masters yet stand close. Therefore know that I have earned for Don John 1,000 ducats.
Is it possible that any villainy should be so dear?
Thou shouldst rather ask if it were possible any villainy should be so rich. For when rich villains have need of poor poor ones may make what price they will.
I wonder at it.
I know that before. He's been about thief this 7 year. He goes up and down like a gentleman. I remember his name.
Didst thou not hear somebody? No. 'Twas the vane on the house.
Know that I have today wooed Margaret, the late hero's gentlewoman, by the name of Hero. She leads me out of her lady's chamber with her, bids me 1,000 times good night. I tell this tale violently. I should first tell you how the Prince Claudio and my master, planted and placed and possessed by my master, Don John, saw far off in the orchard this amiable encounter.
And thought they weren't who was hero?
Two of them did. The Prince and Claudio.
but the devil, my master, that she was Margaret, and partly by his oaths, which first possessed them, partly by the dark night, which did deceive them, but chiefly by my ability, which did confirm any slavery that Don John had made. Away went Claudio, enraged, and swore that he would meet her again at the temple, and there, in front of the whole congregation, shame her with what he had done, and sent her home again without a husband. Hey, stop!
We charge you in the prince's name, stand.
Call up the right master constable. We here have recovered the most dangerous piece of lechery that was ever known in the Commonwealth. And one deformed is one of them. I know him. He wears a lock.
Master, no speak! We charge you, let us obey you to go with us.
We are likely to prove a goodly commodity, being taken out of
We come visit Beatrice and desire her to rise,
I will, lady.
and bid her to come hither.
Well, Troth, I think your other Roboto were better.
No! Pray the good beg I wear this.
By my troth, it is not so good, and I warrant your cousin will say so.
My cousin's a fool, and thou art another. I'll wear none but this.
Good borrowed, sweet hero.
Now, do you speak in the sick tune?
I am out of all other tunes, methinks. 'Tis almost 5 o'clock, cousin. 'Tis time you're almost ready. By my troth, I am exceeding ill.
For a hawk, a horse, or a husband.
What mean the fool?
Nothing I, but God send everyone their heart's desire.
These clothes the Count sent me, they're an excellent perfume.
I am stuck, cousin. I cannot smell.
A maid and stuffed, there's goodly country cold.
God help me. God help me. How long have you professed apprehension?
Nothing I, but God send everyone their heart's desire.
It is not seed enough. You should wear it in your cap. By my troth, I am sick.
Get you some of this distilled Cardus Benedictus. And lay it to your heart, for it is the only thing for a cough.
There thou prickest her with the thistle.
Benedictus! Why Benedictus? Have you some moral in this Benedictus?
Moral? No, by my troth, I have no. I meant plain holy thistle. You may think, perchance, that I think you are love, or that you will be in love, or that you can be in love. Yet, Benedict such another, and now is he become a man. He swore he would never marry, and yet now, in despite of his heart, he eats his meat without grudging. And how you may be converted, I know not, but methinks you look with your eyes as other women do.
What pace is this that thy tongue keeps?
Not a false gallop.
Madam, withdraw. The prince, the count, Signor Benedict, Don John, and all the gallants of the town are come to fetch you to church.
How we to dress, good cuz? Good Meg? Good Ursula?
What would you with me, honest neighbor?
Marry, sir, I would have some confidence with you that discerns you near me.
What is it?
Mary, this is it, sir. Good man, Brutus, sir, speaks a little off the matter. An old man, sir, and his wits are not so blunt as, God help, I would desire, but in faith, as honest as the skin between his brows.
Yes, I think God as honest as any man. Living, an old man and no monster than I.
Comparisons are odorous, neighbor Burgess.
Neighbors, you are tedious.
Oh, it pleases your worship to say so.
I would fain know what you have to say.
Mary, sir, our watch tonight, exceeding your worshiping presence, have taken a couple of arson news, as any of us see.
A good old man. He will be talking, as they say, when the age is in, the wit is out. Two men ride of a horse, one must ride behind.
He comes too short.
Gifts that God gives.
I must leave.
No, one word, sir. Our officer have indeed comprehended two auspicious persons, and we would have them this night examined before your worship.
Take their examination yourself and bring it to me.
It shall be supplicants.
Fare you well.
My lord, they say for me to give your daughter to her husband.
I'll wait upon them. I'm ready.
Go, good partner. Go get you to Francis' sequel. Bid him bring his pen and ink into the jail. We are now to examination these men.
Let's do it wisely.
I spare you for no whit. I warn you. Only get the learned riders to set down our excommunication and meet me at the jail.
Come, Friar Francis.
Count, you come hither to marry this lady?
No. Come to marry to her, friar. You come to marry her.
Lady, you come hither to be married to this count?
I do.
If either of you know of any inward impediment why you should not be conjoined, I charge you on your souls to utter.
Know you any hero?
None. My lord.
Know you any count?
I dare make his answer none.
Oh, what men dare do, what men may do, what men daily do, not knowing what they do.
How now, interjection?
Standing by, Friar, Father, will you with free and unconstrained soul give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely, son, as God did give for me.
And what have I to give who's back who's worth? May counterpose this rich and precious gift.
Nothing unless you render her again.
Sweet prince, you learn me noble things. There we not, take her back again. Give not this rotten orange to your friend. She's but the sign and semblance of her honor. Behold how like a maid she blushes here. But she is none, for she knows the heat of a luxurious bed. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
I mean not to be married, not to knit my soul to an approved want.
Is my lord well that he doth speak so wide?
Sweet prince, why speak not you?
What should I speak? I stand this other that I have gone about to link my dear friend to a common stale.
Are these things spoken, or do I but dream?
Sir, they are spoken, and these things are true.
This looks not like a nuptial.
Oh God!
Leonardo, stand I here? Is this the prince? Is this the prince's brother? Is this face hero's? Are our eyes our own?
All this is so, my lord, but what of this?
Let me move but one question to your daughter.
God defend me, how am I beset?
What man talked with you yesterday night out at your window betwixt 12 and 1? Now if you are maid, answer this.
I talk with no man at the hour, my lord.
Why, then you're no maid. Leonardo, I'm sorry you must hear. Upon my honor, myself, my brother, in this grief county, did see her, hear her, at that hour last night, talk with the ruffian at her chamber window.
Oh, hero, what a hero hadst thou been, if half thy hour and graces had replaced about thy thoughts and counsels of thy heart. But fare thee well, most foul, most fair, farewell, for thee I will lock up all the gates of love, and on my eyelids shall conjecture hang, to turn all beauty into thoughts of harm, and never shall it more be gracious.
Hath no man's dagger here appointed me?
Why not our cousin? Wherefore sink you down?
Come, let us go. These things come thus to light. Smother your spirits.
How doth the lady?
And tell I think, hero, my hero, help Benedict's Uncle Friar!
O fate, take not away thy heavy hand. Death is the fairest cover for her shame that may be wished for.
How now, cousin hero?
Have comfort, lady.
Dost thou look up?
Yea, wherefore should she not?
Wherefore? Why doth not every earthly thing cry shame upon her? Can she here deny the story that is printed in her blood? Do not live, hero. Do not open thine eyes. For what I have got, thou wouldst not quickly die. I myself would, on the rearward of approaches, strike at thy life. For she, oh she, is fallen into a pit of ink, that the wide sea hath dropped too few to wash her clean again, and salt too little which may give to her foul tainted flesh.
Sir, be patient. For my part, I am so tired, I know not what to say.
On my soul, my cousin is belied.
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
Nay, although truly until this 12-month I have been her bedfellow.
Confirmed. Would the two princes lie and Claudio lie, who loved her so that, speaking of his foulness, washed it with his tears. Hence from her, let her die.
Hear me a little, for I have only silent been so long, by noting of the lady. I have marked 1,000 blushing apparitions to start into her face, and in her eye there hath appeared a fire, to burn the errors that these princes hold against her maid truth. Call me a fool, trust not my reverence nor my observations, my reading, calling, nor divinity, that this lady lie not guiltless here under some lighting error.
Friar, this cannot be.
Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
They know that to accuse me, I know none.
There is some stranger misprisoning the princes.
Two of them have the very bent of honor, and if they be misled in this, the practice of it lives in John the Bastard.
I know not. If they speak truth of her, these hands shall tear her. But if they wrong her honor, the proudest of them shall hear her.
Pause a while, and let my counsel sway in this case. Your daughter here, the prince has left for dead. Let her a while be secretly kept in, and publish it that she is dead.
What will this do?
She, dying, as it must be so maintained, upon the instant that she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of every hearer. So will it fare with Claudio. When he shall hear she died upon his words, the idea of her life shall sweetly creep into his study of imagination. Then he shall warn, and wish he had not so accused her. No, though we thought this accusation true, the supposition of the lady's death will quench the wonder of her infamy.
Sir, let the friar advise you.
Being that I flow in grief, the smallest twine may lead me.
Presently away. Come, lady, die to live. This wedding day is perhaps but prolonged. Have patience and endure.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wrong.
How much might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there such a way to show such friendship?
A very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so much as you. Is not that strange?
I know not. It were possible for me to say I love nothing so well as you. But believe me not. And yet I lie not. I confess nothing. Nor I deny nothing. I am sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear and eat it.
I will swear by it, and make him eat it that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised to it.
Why then God forgive me.
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You have saved me in a happy hour. I was about to protest I love you.
And do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much in my heart that none is left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
But not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice.
I am gone, though I am here. There is no love in you. Nay, I pray you let me go.
But Beatrice,
In faith, I will go.
we'll be friends first.
You dare.
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not a brute in the height of a villain that hath slandered, scorned, and dishonored my kinswoman? Oh God, that I were a man! I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Hey, but Beatrice,
Talk with the man out of window, a proper saying. Sweet hero, she is wrong. She is slandered. She is undone. Oh God, that I were a man, or that I hadn't even be a friend for my sake. But manhood is melted into curtsies, valor into compliment, and men are only turned into tongue, and trim lips too. He is now as valiant as Hercules, that only tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing, therefore I will die a woman with dreaming.
tarry, sweet Beatrice. By this hand I love thee.
Use it for my love, some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your mind the Count hath wronged hero?
As sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand, and so farewell. By this hand, Claudio shall render me a dear account. As you hear of me, so think of me. Go, come for your cousin. I must say she is dead. And so, farewell.
Masters, it is proved already that you are a little better than the false nymphs, and it would go so near to the thought. How would you for yourselves?
Marry, sir. Say we are not.
You, a marvelous witty fellow, but I assure you, sir, a word in my ear. Sir, I say to you, you are not here to be false names.
Sir, I say to you, we are none.
For God, you're a bone in the tail. Have you written that they are none?
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must call forth the watch, that are their accusers.
Mary, that is the Ephus way. Let the watch come forth me. Masters, I charge you in the prince's name, excuse these men!
This man said, sir, that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain.
What courtesy to call the prince's brother villain! Master Constable! Pray, fellow, please. I do not like the look. I promise thee!
What word you can say else?
Mary, that he had Duke is the Don John who accused the Lady Carol wrongfully.
What Burnaby and ever was committed!
What else, fellow?
And that Count Claudio did beat upon his words to disgrace her before the whole assembly and not marry her.
Thou will be condemned to everlasting redemption for this!
This is all.
And this is more, masters, than you can deny. Prince John is this morning secretly stolen away. Here was in this manner accused. And upon the grief of this suddenly died. Master Constable, let these men be bound and brought to Leonardo. I will go before and show him their examination.
Come! Let them be opinioned!
Let me in the head.
Coxcomb! God's my life! Where's the sexton? Have her right now, the prince's officer, Coxcomb! Come, find them, thou naughty harlot!
Away! You're an idiot! You're a blinking idiot!
Dost thou not suspect my police? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that he were here to write me down a blinking idiot! But masters, remember that I am a blinking idiot. Though it not be written down yet, forget not that I am a blinking idiot. But masters, I am a wise fellow, and, which is more, an officer, and, which is more, an householder, and, which is more, a printed piece of flesh. And with that nose full, go to a rich fellow enough. Go to a fellow that hath 2 gowns and everything handsome about him. Come, find him, thou naughty varlet. Oh, God, he were here to write me down a freaking idiot!
If you go on thus, you will kill yourself. I pray thee, cease thy counsel, which falls into mine ears as profitless as water in a sea.
Yet bend not all the harm upon yourself. Make those that do offend you suffer too.
There, thou speakest reason. Nay, I will do so. My soul doth tell me Hero is belied, and shall the prince know, and shall Claudio know, and all of those that thus offend her.
Here comes the prince and Claudio hasten.
Good day to both of you.
Hear you, my lords.
We have some haste, Leonata.
Some haste, my lord. Well, fare you well, my lord. Are you so hasty now? Well, all is one.
Nay, do not quarrel with this good old man. If he could right himself wrong, some of us would lie low.
Who wrongs him?
Mary, thou dost wrong me, thou dissembler thou. No, Claudio, to thy head. Thou hast so wronged mine innocent child and me, that I am forced to lay my reverence by. And with gray hairs and bruise of many days, do challenge thee to a trial of a man. I say thy slander hath gone through and through her heart. And now she sleeps in a grave with her ancestors, where never scandal slept, save this of hers, framed by thy villainy.
My villainy?
Thine, Claudio, thine.
You say not right, old man.
My lord, prove not his body.
Away! I will not have to do with you.
killed my child. Thou killest me, boy, thou shalt kill a man.
We'll not await your patience, Leonardo. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death. But on my honor, she was charged with nothing but what is true and very full truth.
My lord, my lord.
I will not hear you.
No. Come, friar, away. I will be heard.
See, here comes the man you went to seek.
Now, Signor, what news?
Good day, my lord.
You are almost done to part, almost afraid.
In a false quarrel, there is no true valor. I came to seek you both.
We have been up and down to seek, for we are high proof melancholy, and would fain have it be away. Wilt thou use thy wits?
It is in my scabbard. Shall I draw it?
As I am an honest man, he looks pale. Art thou sick or angry?
Shall I speak a word into your ear?
God bless me from a challenge.
You are a villain. I just not. I will make good what you dare, with when you dare, and how you dare. You have killed a sweet lady, and her death shall fall heavy on you. Let me hear from you.
Well, I will meet you, so I may have good cheer.
Fare you well, boy. You know my mind. My lord, for your many courtesies, I thank you. I must discontinue your company. Your brother, the bastard, is fled from the scene. You have killed a sweet and innocent lady. As for my lord Blackbeard there, he and I shall meet. Till then, peace be with him.
He is in earnest.
In most profound earnest. And I'll warrant you for the love of Beatrice.
And hath challenged thee?
Most sincerely.
But soft, did he not say my brother was fled?
Come you, sir!
How now? Two of my brother's men bound. Horatio one. Officers, what offense have these men done?
Moreover, they have spoken untruths. Secondarily, they are slanderers. Thirdly, and sixth and lastly, they have belied Larry. Thirdly, they have verified unjust things. To conclude, by alignment.
First, I ask what they have done. Third, I ask what is their intent. Sixth, and lastly, what do they catch on? And to conclude, why they are committed.
Rightly reasoned and in his own division.
Officers, who have you offended? This cunning constable is too cunning to be understood. What have you done?
Sweet prince, I have deceived even your very eyes. What your wisdoms could not discover, these shallow fools have brought to light, who overheard me confessing to this man how Don John, your brother, incensed me to slander the Lady Hero, how you were brought into the orchard and saw me court Margaret in Hero's garden, how you disgraced her when you should marry her. My villainy they have upon record, which I had rather seal with my death than repeat over in my shame. The lady is dead upon mine and my master's false accusation, and briefly, I desire nothing but the reward of the villain.
Runs not this speech like iron through your blood?
I have drunk poison whilst he uttered it.
But did my brother set thee on this?
Yea, and paid me richly for the practice of it.
He is composed and framed of treachery, and is fled upon this villainy.
Sweet hero, now thy image doth appear, in rare semblance that I love thee first.
Moreover, bring away these plantains. By this time, our sextons have performed Senior Leonardo the Mad. And masters, do not forget to specify when time or place shall serve that I am a blinking idiot!
Here comes Master Senior Leonardo, and the sexton too.
Which of these is the villain? Which of these is he?
If you know you're wronger, look on me.
Thou art the slave that has killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
Nay, villain, thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men. A third is fled that had a hand in it. I thank you, princess, for my daughter's death. Record it with your high and worthy deeds.
I know I cannot pray your patience, yet I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself. Impose me to what penance your invention can lay upon my sin, yet sinned I not but in mistaking.
But nor I. And yet to satisfy this good old man, I would bend under any heavy weight he'll enjoin me to.
I cannot bid my daughter live. Nay, that's impossible. But I pray you both, possess the people in Messina hear how innocent she died. Can love labor aught in sad intervention? Hang an epitaph upon her tomb. Tomorrow morning come you to my house. If you could not yet be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother hath a daughter, almost a copy of my child that's dead. Give her the right you should have given her cousin, and there dies my revenge.
Oh, noble sir, your overkindness doth wring tears from me. I do embrace thy offer.
Tomorrow then I will expect your coming. Tonight I take my leave.
Moreover, sir, this plain tame here, the offender, did call me a blinking idiot. I beseech you, let it be remembered in his punishment.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pains.
Your worship speaks like a most thankful and relevant youth. I praise God for you.
Here's for thy pains.
God save the foundation!
Go, I discharge thee of thy prisoner, and I thank thee.
I wish you well. God restore it. I wish to the park. And if merry meeting may be wished, God prohibit it. On paper.
Well, fare you well, my lord. Farewell.
Mulatto.
I pray thee, sweet mistress Margaret! I pray thee, help me to the speech of Beatrice.
Will you then write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
In so high a style, Margaret, that no man shall come over it.
To have no man come over me, why shall I always keep below stairs?
Your wit is as quick as the greyhound's mouth. It catches.
Blunt as the fencer's spoils, which hit but hurt not.
A most manly wit. But I pray thee, call Beatrice.
Well, I will then call Beatrice to you, who I think hath legs.
And therefore will come. God of love. That sits above God above that sits above. I mean in singing, but in loving, why? There is no such person that turned over and over as my poor self in love. No, I cannot rhyme. I have tried. I could find no rhyme to lady but baby. An innocent rhyme. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet, nor I cannot woo under festival terms. Sweet Beatrice, Wouldst thou come when I called thee?
Yea, Signor, and depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay but till then.
Then is spoken. Fare you well now.
Yes.
And yet, ere I go, let me go with that I came, which is with knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words, and thereupon I will kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul wind, and foul wind is but foul breath, and foul breath is noisome. Therefore I will depart unkissed.
Thou hast frighted the words out of his bright sense. But I must tell thee, Claudio undergoes my challenge, and either I must shortly hear of him, or I shall subscribe him a coward. But tell me, for which of my bad parts did you first fall in love with me?
For them all together, which maintain so politic a state of evil, that they admit no good parts to intermingle with them. But for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love. I do suffer love indeed, for I love thee against my will.
Against your heart, I think. Alas, poor heart, if you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours, for I will never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to woo peacefully. But tell me, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill too.
Serve God, love me, and then there will I leave you. For here comes one in great haste.
Madam, you must come to your uncle. It is proved that my lady hero hath been falsely accused, the prince and Claudio mightily abused, and Don John is the author of it all, who is fled and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you go hear this news, Signor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thy eye. And moreover, I will go with thee to thy uncle's.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
She is, and so are the Prince and Claudio, who accused her upon the error that you heard debated.
Well, I am glad that all things sort of settled out.
And so am I, for else by faith being enforced to call young Claudio to a reckoning for it.
Well, daughter, and you gentlewomen all, withdraw into a chamber by yourself, and when I send for you, come hither mass. The Prince and Claudio have promised by this hour to visit you.
Friar, I must entreat your pains, I think.
To do what, Signor?
Either to bind me or undo me, one of them. But Signor Leonardo, truth it is, good Signor, that your niece eyes me with an eye of favor.
That eye my daughter lent her, 'tis most true.
And I with an eye of love requite her.
That eye lent you, me, the Prince, and Claudio. But what's your will?
Your answer, sir, is enigmatical. But for my will is your good will. To join us this day, to be conjoined in the state of honorable marriage. There, good friar, I shall desire your help.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help. Good morrow, to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. I here attend you. Here stands the friar ready.
Which is the lady I must seize upon?
This same is she, and I do give you her.
Why then, she is mine. Sweet, let me see your face.
No, Not till you shall take her hand before this friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand before this holy friar. I am your husband if you like with me.
And when I lived, I was your other wife. When you loved, you were my other husband.
Another hero!
One hero died to fight, but I do live. And surely as I live, I am a maiden.
The former hero, the hero that is dead.
She died, but whilst her slander lived.
All this amazement can I qualify. When after that the holy rites are ended, I'll tell you of their hero's death. Meantime, let wonder seem familiar. Into the chapel let us presently.
Soft and fair, friar, which is Beatrice?
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do you not love me?
Why, no. No more than reason.
Why then, your uncles, the prince, and Claudio have been deceived, for they swore you did.
Do not you love me?
Troth, no. No more than reason.
Why then, my cousin, Margaret and Ursula, are much deceived. For they did swore you did.
They said that you were almost sick for me.
They swore you were well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter. Then you do not love me.
No, but in friendly recompense.
Come, I am sure you love the gentleman.
And I will be sworn upon it that he loves her. For here is a paper. All consigned by his own ring. Fashions of Beatrice.
And here's another, stolen from her pocket, where in her cousin's hand, containing her affection unto Benedict.
Ha ha. Here's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee. But I must tell thee, I take thee for pity.
I would not deny you. But by this good day, I am under great persuasion.
Peace. I will stop you.
The married man.
I'll tell thee what, Prince. A college of witcrackers could not pluck me out of my humor. As for thy part, Claudio, I would have beaten thee. But as thee are to be my kinswoman, live under me. And love my cousin.
Benedict, I would have hoped thou wouldst have denied Beatrice, that I might have cudgeled thee out of thy single life.
Come, we are friends. Therefore, play music, that we may lighten our hearts and our wives' heels.
We will have dancing afterwards.
First of my word, therefore, play music. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife.